Welcome to AssistEdge RPA Understanding Outlook Email Automation webinar. In this webinar, we shall understand the different operations supported by Outlook Mail activity for Outlook Email Automation in AssistEdge RPA. Create a new email, attach a file, specify the priority of the email, and then send the email to intended recipients. To automate Outlook operations, we have Outlook Mail activity in the Automation Studio. Before getting into the Automation Studio and using these individual operations, let's first understand what are the different operations available for Outlook Mail automation. First is send email. It helps you to create a new email, attach a file, specify the priority of the email, and then send the email to the intended recipient. One can add multiple recipients separated by a semicolon. So here we have profile name. Select the parameter holding the Outlook profile name consisting of the account. By default, the profile name is Outlook in the Outlook application. You must define the parameter in the parameter bar to make them available for selection. Next is the sender email ID. You can select the parameter holding the email ID to be used to send the email. Select the parameter holding the email IDs of the recipient whom you want to copy on the mail publicly. The IDs must be semicolon separated and the values may contain internal as well as external IDs. One can add even the subject line to the email that is supposed to be sent. Also, one can attach file using the attach file path parameter. You must enter the file path along with the file name and extension. Mention the email body content. Check the status of the operation performed. Result mapping link is available. Here we have output mapping list where you can provide an argument in Boolean or string type and check if the operation is successful. If the operation will be successful, it will return true, and if the operation fails, it will return false. Let's get to the next operation, reply email. It helps you to reply to the email selected as per the entry ID field present in the Outlook for the given profile. The reply can be sent to the sender or to all the recipient marked on the email. You can attach a file, mention the priority of the email, and then send the email to intended recipients. Now, mostly all the fields remain the same as of the earlier operation. What is this reply all option? Basically, reply all option has true and false at the drop down. So we can select true if we want to reply all, we want to use the reply all. We can select true if we want to use the reply all feature of Outlook. If false is selected, the reply is sent only to the sender of the email. Moving to the forward email, it helps you to, as the name suggests, it helps you to forward the email selected as per the entry ID field present in the Outlook for the given profile. You can attach more files apart from the existing attachments that gets added automatically. Mention the priority of the email and then send the email to the intended recipient, where forward is automatically added to the subject of the email. All the fields remain the same. Now let's move on to the read email operation. Now, as the name suggests, read email operation helps you to read the email selected as per the entry ID field present in the Outlook for the given profile and download it in the specified format. It saves the message either as a message format file or as a folder containing the subject, mail body, and attachment files. We have a different option here, so we can select. So we have profile name where we will have a default profile, or you can mention your own profile. Next, we have the email entry ID. So email entry ID is the specific ID for selecting the email to be read. Save the email. You can mention a download path. You can also mark your email as read. Now let's move on to the another operation, that is search email. Now it helps you to search for one or more emails as per the specified search criteria. This operation can search in any of the Outlook folders that is present under any of the account. Now, if there are duplicate folder names, the first occurrence of the folder with the specified name is searched. You have username at domain.com. So that is your root folder. Now, second is the email search folder. So what are the email search folder? It is basically the specific folder name. If there is any custom folder that is present inside your inbox folder, you can select the parameter holding the generic keyword for search, such as a subject line, body, from address, to address, attachment name, etc. Now these are the last n number of days for which you want to perform the search. For example, 2 searches for email received in the last 2 days. The option search result output path is basically where we will select the parameter that is holding the Excel file path where the search result is written. The file automatically gets created if it is not present at the target location. Also, talking about the search result output in the JSON format, this parameter will store all the details of the email in the JSON format. The JSON data will contain email ID, receive time, subject, body, attachment path, and attachment name. Last specific option present in the search email is the advanced search option. Now, advanced search option contains various fields to filter out your search keyword. You have email search folder, you have email read status, so that there are filters, as well as on the basis of content you can provide an advanced search criteria to your search operation. Moving on to the delete email operation, it helps you to delete an email selected as per the entry ID field present in the Outlook for the given profile. You can soft delete, that is move to the specified email in the deleted items folder, or hard delete, that is permanently delete an email. Now, so you have profile name as an option, email entry ID, which will specify the email that is supposed to be deleted, and you have the delete permanently option. You can select true if you want to delete the specified email permanently, and you can select false to move it into the deleted items folder. Now here also we have the result mapping link. The next is the move email. It helps you to move an email selected as per the entry ID field present in the Outlook for the given profile to the specified folder. Only a single email can be moved at a time. So you have the profile name, the email entry ID, and the destination folder. So destination folder is the folder name to which the email must be moved and is present in your email. Last but not the least is the follow-up email. As the name suggests, it helps you to mark a follow-up flag to the email selected as per the entry ID field. So you have the profile name, you have the email entry ID option, and the field you have here is the follow-up flag. So in the follow-up flag list, select the follow-up flag to remind you at a later time. Available options are today, tomorrow, this week, next week, no date, and mark complete. All the available flags work as per options available in the Outlook application. Let us move to the Automation Studio window to explore some of these operations. So this is the Automation Studio window, and here we have the email category, inside which we have the Outlook mail activity. Now I will drag and drop, I'll create a new process and drag and drop this Outlook mail activity, and here I can see that there are a number of operations that I can perform within the Outlook. So there is send, there is search, there is delete. So let's select search operation. Now here I'm supposed to provide the profile name and different parameters, root folder name. So let me come to the argument section and let me create all these arguments one by one. So first I'm going to create the profile name. So for the Outlook, the default profile name is the Outlook itself. So I'll just give the default value as Outlook. Then moving on to the root folder name. Next is the email search folder name. So in the search folder, I will provide the search folder as inbox demo and the root folder as the name of my. Then it's the search result output path, so where I want to store the search result. So I'll provide a path with the Excel name. Then the last argument that I'll create is the subject line. So for advanced search options, I can create the subject line argument. So I'll just create a subject line argument. And then I'll just start selecting all the parameters that I have created for individual fields. I'll just mention the subject of the mails received. So it will search according to my subject line. Then I will select the parameter for the subject line. You can also reset the advanced search options. Then I will directly go and test run the process. So I'll set up the environment first. And then once the environment is set up, I'll click on the test run. So once the test run is successful, let's look at the specific output folder. So here I have the feedback mails email that is created at the current timestamp, and in my demo folder, I had the 2 mails that are available with the entry ID and with that whether they have attachments or not. So there are different parameters that are available here.
This webinar, we have learned about different operations that are supported in Outlook email automation in AssistEdge RPA using the Outlook mail activity. Thank you.